Now, you've been in industry a long time. You train, you mentor. Being super organized is obviously one of those traits highly desirable, right? If you're disorganized in a property management world, it's going to burn, right? The ship's going to sink. So that's one critical component for success. But what other skills or traits do you find yourself focusing on when you're training and when you're running regular upskilling sessions? What sort of stuff are you training these days?
I also think, that organization is obviously critical, but another part of that is being able to prioritize things and being able to recognize something that does need you to drop everything and deal with it now. And then there are other things that can go on a reasonable time frame. Not everything has to be done immediately. The other thing with property management is, you will never actually finish. So you just need to make peace with that. If you get to the end of the day and everything's done, there's actually a problem there. You need to be generating more business because it is a job that is never finished. And that takes a lot of mental strength to be able to accept that, because a lot of property managers get so flustered by that and that throws their game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So prioritization and then decision making maybe as a part of it, to making the decisions about what needs to do, and just instead of procrastination, maybe areas like that.
Absolutely. And you need to be solutions driven. You can't ring up a client and say, oh, look, the sewer's backed up. What do you want me to do? Like, that's not acceptable. Yeah. The sewer's backed up and I've spoken to 2 plumbers and this is roughly based on what I've described, what they think. We need to get someone out there to go and have a look. We can give them a spend limit. If it's more than that, then obviously we'll come back to you and talk. If it's less than that, let's get them to fix it, because there might be a call out fee. We need to take control of situations and give them solutions. Yeah. We don't dictate to them, but we need to give them some avenues.
Yeah. And that would also then be partially being empowered to make those decisions and priorities. If you're in a business, from the principals empowering you to do that, so you're not having to wait always for sign off or tick offs as well, right?
Absolutely. I mean, look, every client I've ever worked with, I've always said to them, here are the parameters within the management authority. However, if I have a repair come in or someone reports something to me, and I might have that repair limit that you've given me, if I can't get hold of you, and me not doing that or affecting that repair to happen is going to effectively cost you more money in the end, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I sort of weigh up, which conversation would I like to have? Oh, well, I didn't do it because I couldn't get in contact with you and it was above the expenditure limit, so I just didn't, versus I went ahead and did it because if I didn't, this is what the fallout was going to be. I had your best interests in mind. If I can't argue their best interests, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
but if I can, then I will.
It's a really cool point. So with the owners, all your principals and business owners, it's really having clarity from the get-go. What is my authority? What have I got power to do? And also almost prefacing the situation you just flagged there. Hey, I get that, but if something comes up outside, I may act quickly sometimes. You kind of set that in place so that the owners know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that was a big part of when I was signing up a new client. That was part of my trust building is, you know what, I know we've set this, but if that happens, I'm going to go ahead and act in your best interest. I would rather you be upset with me for me doing that than me costing you more money.
Yeah. And that's the confidence piece you're talking about, is working with the property manager to build up the confidence to make those choices, make those decisions, know how to prioritize just to get it done. Makes sense.